I become the winner. So please try to conclude as soon as possible with me and see me that book. And of course, our speakers have been briefed prior to the meeting and during this week, and I hope they will stick to these rules. And of course, the judges have been briefed. And I would like to introduce our chief judge. Most of judges are secret, but the chief judge is not. And I would like to introduce you the chief judge, Yaroslav Chudayev. Please stand up. Thank you very much. And I would like to ask you, are the judges present, briefed, and ready?
Sure, they are ready.
Of course, thank you very much. Okay, we saw our timers. And I would like to say, to remind you, every contestant will be presented and will be announced here in special order. The name, the topic, and the name. For instance, I will ask our area director, Artem Klassen. Artem, I can see you. Please don't hide. Okay. It would be in the following order. Artem Klassen, how to run the successful club. How to run the successful club. Artem Klassen. Now I'm going to announce you all of the speakers. Judges, it's for judges and for the speakers and for me. The first one is Natalie. Second, Jane Savchuk. Third, Sergei Seremon. Fourth, Anna Zabuka. 5, Yulia Demchik. 6, Yuri Stetsenko. 7, Yuri Opanasenko. 8, Sergei Savchenko. Having said all of that, I have a question to you. Are you ready?
Yeah!
And speakers, are you ready?
Yeah!
So I know the first speaker in the same way as I promised. Elena Pali, Dare to Dream. Dare to Dream, Elena Pali.
This year, I'm turning 30. It happened so soon. Just yesterday, I steal baby's dummy from my sister. And now, I have to pay bills for hot water and heating. And as it's trending in our society, it's high time to evaluate how successful I am. Which of my childhood dreams I managed to make a reality. So let's rewind to the school years, where everyone was thinking whom they would like to be. For me, answer was obvious. I wanted to be a director. So school, but what are you going to do? Friends and family asked me. I had no clue, but I knew that one day I'm going to be director. A few decades later, one successful lady from Toastmasters approached me and said, Elena, I have an offer. Imagine an organization where you bring your fees twice a year is going to cover your 2 trips abroad, 2 trips to Odessa. Just apply for area directorship. Later, I realized the travel package also included organizing two officers' trainings, running 6 clubs, and other. Yet, when I heard the word director, I knew that my childhood dream is going to become reality. And I wanted to be the best area director possible. Last year, I organized this contest solely by myself. I picked the premises, printed certificates, and even find the secret judges all by myself. So when I came to a chief judge and said, all you have to do is just to come here and make sure everything goes smoothly. Yet on the day of the event, I was presented a certificate and realized that half of them were missing. But not losing my full faith, I said I'll pick them up from my car and went to the nearest river to call to create the certificate. I realized that maybe some team would be a plus for an event. Because leadership is the art of getting someone else to do a thing that needs to be done because he wants to do it. Easy, right? So that's what I started to do. Go to different clubs, take different roles, and see what people like to do. Speaking, organizing, nothing, and then engage them accordingly. Well, a person cannot live with one dream, can he? Probably you know my passion in writing. So I went to London School of Journalism, and I thought 2 years would make me a brilliant journalist, would produce a brilliant piece on a daily basis. Yet it taught me to keep opinion to myself and look for the target audience instead. You know what the difference between writer and journalist? Journalist writes for a particular target audience, while writer writes whatever he wants. So when I got my first client to write about CRM platforms, something, I received so many objections, and it made me angry. How dare he criticize my brilliant work? Of course, I told him that I don't care about his objections. I haven't received any payment. And I realized that apparently I'm a writer. Yet I didn't give up in the best journalist in me and decided to write about my hobby. I play football. And luckily I play with the talented girls from Energy Amateur Female Club. But if you would see them on the pitch, you will never consider them amateur. They play better than Kiev. Well, I wasn't the most talented among them, but very polite and with good knowledge of English. And when the club had to be represented on the football against wrestlers in conference in London, they chose me. I was wined and dined in London, brushed my shoulder with football stars. Cacao, Yaya Touré, and the party could not be any better when my teammates said, go and receive the award on behalf of the club. So I went on the stage, 300 eyes watching me, and I joined 11 people on the stage, and lady in red dress handed me the award. I took this massive award with NGO people. Wait, sorry, that's a mistake, as we do it. We're energy. Not losing the page, she said, look at the table, hon, and see your award. I looked at the table and realized that there's not a single word from the club. Oh no, I need to run, I thought, and was looking my exit on the stage. Anyone to speak about tackling discrimination in football, host said. I'm not participating in this table topic, I thought, and was ready to hide under the table. Luckily, one German lady had something to say, and I was saved. So when photographer emerged and was trying to put people on the stage for their awards, I squeezed myself on the second row, pretending to hold imaginary photos. You know, there is manual in Toastmasters receiving an award. I can write a manual how to present this award. Well, this journey went well. I wrote my first article, and you know, there are so many stories to speak about, to hopefully write about. So, 30s, I'm ready for you. Thank you.
Now I ask drivers to concentrate for a minute, and everyone to wait for 5 minutes of silence for judges to complete their ballots, and please timers tell me when the minute is over. Please audience remain silent for 1 minute.
I have problems. I have problems with women, to be exact, with understanding. If you can see, I hope yes, I'm woman. So, I do believe that practically all the problems in our life are caused by women. And even women have the problems because of women. I'm not a sexist. I'm not a feminist, for sure not a feminist. But I do know what I'm talking about. Because I'm a woman by myself and I have not at all an easy life. When I was a child, I had no own pets at home. For our parents, it was enough to have me and my brother, so we had no pets. And I was such a mountain terror, an animal on the backside. So it was a very wild, small dog. He was insane, I think. And he was looking in nearby yard. That day something went wrong. I saw that the mood of the dog was not really known. But I didn't remember the details. He ran up to me, beat my leg, and as a Superman, more easy and even more lightly as I thought, he was disappeared. And I was walking home and snoring because of unfairness. But I didn't know that the biggest unfairness was waiting for me at home. My mom is a doctor, and she assumed that the dog could be mad. I mean, virus. So, the necessary doings to have 40 injections into my belly. So, I told my mom, please, let's have a see again to that dog. He's normal. I beg you. But I'm so scared about the injections. I was so scared that I would agree to be a little bit mad all my whole life. And you know what? No, dog! No! We were searching for that dog for a few hours. Nobody's seen him from yesterday. Dog! And the 40 days of injection to my belly fly like a damn year! And when it was first day without injections, I am free, walking in the street, and bum bum, the dog! The dog was treated after he beat me. And I looking closely, he was a bitch. What a bitch, I can tell you. So, it means dog, the bitch.
Мест нету.
Unpredictable women. And I even found a new point for myself. 50 shades of woman's mood. And I'm not talking about whole life. I'm talking about shorter period of time. For example, 1 hour. So, when it was only at the very beginning and the understanding of woman nature became to construct in my mind, it was at school, I lost everything because I was really trying to start smoking. Fell down because my first time I was standing and smoking and I'm lightly and so beautiful. Light up all my eyelashes! The second time I was melted my temple by light. The third time my hair was firing and my last chord to say bye-bye to the smoking life. That was when I tasted the tobacco at my tongue. Like in the Soviet films, the soldiers were just smoking and reversed filter. So, at that time, I fallen out from the circle of amazing meetings behind the school, behind the university, and I fell out of all cigarette life at my work. So, the cigarette smoking is amazing training to what I had no ability to buy the ticket anymore. I could be a master of communication, but I need to live my life without my unended university degree for the professional smoker. So, about professional. about professionals, what can I tell you about? The life it became more hard and more complicated, and no stability in emotions, you know? I think you know what I'm talking about. And it's very popular to use psychologist. So I had a boyfriend and I wanted to let him go, but I also wanted to switch the responsibility for the final decision, so I came to psychologist. And when I came, psychologist was the woman. We met and talked a bit. He asked me what brought me to her, and after approximately 10 minutes, she started to tell me about her civil husband. What a nozzle he is! I was wanting for mean coat for a long time. Oh my God, he's so bastard! And she was really crying. And then she started to read me his messages, and she was standing nervously smoking close to the open window. Actually, smoker, she was a professional, and not a psychologist. I paid $100, and I paid $100, and I think it was the most unbelievable and strange payment in my whole life, because I left my boyfriend myself and never try even to start understand woman. Women. Women's. Ladies. It sounds like lightness, but unbearable. I think that how anybody can understand women, in case we have no ability to understand ourselves. I think, ladies, it's not about understanding. I think that we should accept them, love them, and forgive them for advance, for everything. Forgive them, because the lady is amazing, light, and amazing, bright, but by her veins only running the tragedy.
During 1 minute of silence, and please timers tell me when the minute is off. A minute. Judges. Complete their analysis. Please, audience, remain silent, not to bother the judges. Please, audience, remain silent, not to bother the judges. The minute is over, and now I call here the third participant of humorous contest. It's Isabon. The speech then.
Hello. Why air travel is the safest mode of transportation? I didn't find the answer right away, but my friend helped me out. I immediately understood that I need to be careful with him. I always thought that I have a strong handshake, or anyway not weak. When I first met them, I was confused. The head of our student's apartment also thought that she had bought quality chairs. But she also was confused. Dan was friendly and kind. He liked his friend. He liked to talk with us, sitting down on a chair. But Dan also was confused. Maybe the problem was he sat down like a falling bomb? Once the chair broke down, but we thought, no chair, no problems. But then was a broken cornice. Then was really upset. As in the case when we were sitting at the old table. The head of our student's apartment maybe knew where Dan spends his time. That's why we didn't have new tables at all. He leaned on the table and no table, no problem. We were second year students when we started joking about this. For example, we looked for firewood in a forest and found large dry tree trunk. Together we tried to break it, and then we gave up with this work and said, okay, then we'll break it. And really, we just heard something fell. He broke it with one hand. And I thought, maybe this feature of our friend could be useful? But then we found our guitar outside, in the rain, next morning. It seems the need for destruction grew, and he began to do it even in dream. But we forgave him. Anyway, it was his first attempt to learn to play this instrument. After, he did it more carefully. Just broke strings occasionally. So, we studied, visited lectures, did laboratory work. There were always many interesting things in laboratories. If Dan was interested in some device, everyone looked to each other with alarm. One day he asked our professor, "Can I closer investigate this mercury lamp on your desk, please?" I even hoped that professor wouldn't allow him. The lamp didn't have any chance. Professor got 2 parts of lamp back and then got to answer an additional question. In addition to studying, we had fun and spent free time in a park. Usually we sat on the blanket. As soon as Dan wanted to shake out the dust from this blanket, we asked him, "Dan, please, do not do it. Don't tear the blanket, please. We still have to return it." We were 4th year students and already understood everything. But Dan replied, "I will do it carefully." And he carefully took a comfortable pose, carefully picked up the blanket, and carefully tore it in the middle. How? No idea. Everyone had fun. Dan was angry, but still everyone had fun. But one day, he had to disassemble a gun at the military training. And nobody had fun. Nobody. Of course, he disassembled. He did a great job. He disassembled it even more than necessary. It is impossible to disassemble a gun so detailed. Our instructor was shocked, but everyone was happy. Because even Dan couldn't shoot using a broken weapon. Yes, it was a long time ago, and maybe it was not true, you can say. But just recently, my wife and me had holiday. And we asked Dan to make soap bubbles. Simple soap bubbles. For the background, while we made beautiful photos on sunny day. And we didn't have to wait long. He broke this big bottle just trying to open it. Fortunately, we bought 3 bottles. And bubbles flew up to the clouds like an airplane. So, why an airplane is the safest mode of transportation? What do you think?
Because then
Dan has fear of heights. I wanted to tell him about today's meeting. But friends, it is just the second floor.
And again, 1 minute of silence for the judges to complete their balance. And I kindly ask you, I'm begging you, to remain silent during the meeting.
Сідай.
And now we will turn off the fourth contestant, Anna Zaputa, and manipulation. And manipulation, Anna Zaputa.
I love my circle. I have a lot of different friends that make my life experience really richer. For example, one friend of mine is Enrico. He lives in Berlin, and when he comes to Kiev, we go out to smoke Bukva and talk about different subjects. And he always recommends me to read some unusual books to read. But the last time, he really surprised me. He recommended me to read the book by Alex Leslie. Does anybody know who Alex Leslie is? Oh, sorry. Okay. Alex Leslie is a Russian female pickup coach. And my friend said, I'm just interested, what's your opinion about it? I was surprised, so I downloaded audio version. I think I just sit, doing my design, and at the same time listen to the concepts. So third day, I working behind my big monitor and turn on the audiobook and hear voice of very self-assured man that tell me, I, Alex Leslie, will tell you how, using really simple manipulation, find that one top male. I felt immediately bad. It was just horrible. And you know, I'm missing one thing. The book was hunt for a male. To track down, lure. So actually, it wasn't even a literature, it was a manual. It had a lot of different tasks. The book said one day, look at this. Does man pay attention to you and your work associated? Back then, I worked in a really small IT company, and mostly I was just one woman in the team. And the man who said, me, communicate with me via Skype with such words like, Anya, send me a model. I thought, yes, be be okay. And then Alex tells me, Anna, not Anna, but I hear it like Anna. Maybe you will not behave like a woman. Maybe you should smile more and tell what you like and just enjoy yourself. And I think that I can try. That I can try. Smile more and just, yes, it was difficult. And maybe I can tell right actually what. And after that, there are in the book, Alex asks, maybe you still don't have something in your life just because you're afraid to be rejected. And why do you afraid to be rejected? Maybe you need to train not to be afraid. It is neat exercise that will help you to not afraid anymore. You just need to ask 15 mail and to be refused. But you will ask not simply man. You not know him, and you should afraid even to talk to him, because he is so cool, so Apollo that you even can't talk to him for the first time. Back then I lived on Kharkivska and find Apollo wasn't so easy, but I decided to try. And in the morning I walked to metro. So he walking in a suit, so serious. I came to him and asked, good morning, sorry, maybe we can drink a coffee. Man looked at me angrily and he told me. I thought, okay, it's not so bad, I can try again. And I saw another one man who kind of Apollo, and walked to him and asked maybe he can. I asked him the same. He just turned around, walked to coffee, stayed, and asked me which coffee. I said Americano. He paid. He gives me coffee and walked. I said send to his bag. I was shocked. It is like win-win lottery. If I wasn't rejected, I just have what I want. But if I was rejected, I train my rejections. It was great. There was a lot of different exercises, and one day I came to my work and see that on my table was my favorite dessert. I said, what is it? Oh, it is your favorite dessert. Once you told us that you like it, my director said. I surprised and I sat and eat my favorite dessert, and then my colleagues came and complimented my dress. And I'm thinking now, maybe manipulations are not so bad.
Joanna, again 1 minute of silence for the judges to complete their votes. And silence. Kindness, The minute is over, and now is the time for the fifth contestant. Contestant number 5, Julia Damchik. Mark is blind, Mark is blind, Julia Damchik. So, have a seat. Has your life changed dramatically? When I am planning to have children, everyone has to be ready to deal with such curious questions during the first year of marriage. But really, maybe nothing has changed except my surname by accident, passport, and as a result, a collection of bureaucratic documents. Why should something be changed? Is there a difference between love and marriage? Love is blind, and marriage is an eye-opener. I used to have PMS during 4 long months after proposal. You guys probably know what PMS means. Pre-marriage syndrome. But after the wedding, my life switched to WTF. Whatever. Together. Forever. And that requires much effort and needs an adaptation period. The first year of marriage is the most difficult. You stop trying to be perfect and show who you really are. Unfortunately, your husband does the same. We used to have late night romantic dates, but now my husband falls asleep at baby's time. We used to go out a lot, but we are homebodies now, watching Game of Thrones instead. We used to... Everything has changed. It's very important to establish rules and make agreements at the beginning. Once, I decided to be a perfect housewife and did my best to cook delicious traditional borscht. My husband tried it and said, "There is no garlic inside. It doesn't taste like my mother's borscht." Oh, his mother's? Sounds of silence appeared. My husband definitely lost his sense of security, and I had a choice: sorry or starve. As I hate garlic, we made an agreement. Whenever he adds garlic, no kisses and hugs. I will tell you a secret. Wedding promises are pretty much the same as pre-election promises of politicians. They are exciting. We believe in them, but they are quickly forgotten. I had my coffee in bed only once. Last time he carried me on his arms was a year ago, basically on our wedding. A man is a lord of his words. Does it sound familiar to you girls? I'm sure it does. We agreed to make each other better. But as you know, instead of the best habits, only the worst are remembered first. It's like computer synchronization process when viruses come as a bonus. Last summer, we took Latin dance lessons. Dancing develops my extrasensory abilities as I learn to guess what my husband is going to do before he does it. My husband is so passionate about salsa and bachata that can choose what he likes more and develop his own dancing style. Salsa bacha. I think we are great dancers. Just the music is not good enough. Arguing is a part of family life. Thanks to it, husband can learn to leave toilet seat down, not up. The shower has to be hot, not refreshing. The tea has to be strong, not just a boiled water. The half of the bed is my territory, and my half is 70%. The ring on my fingers is like Toastmasters red diamond card. When admirers see it, they stop giving compliments. But sometimes it works in a different way, and one man asks a confusing question. Hey, Julia, are you still wearing? Oh, come on! I am, and I will be. Am I right, my sweetheart? The first marriage anniversary is called printed photo wedding because it's light, full of colors and emotions, but still big. During the first year, we learned that marriage needs attention, communication, trust, mutual respect, and commitment from both sides in order to be strong, successful, and happy. Love is not blind. It sees more, not less. But because it sees more, it prefers to see less. For two strong personalities, marriage without love is helpless. Number 36 is ready. It's юмористическим. What a coincidence. What a coincidence.
Congratulate me, dear friends. This is the best one. 1 month ago, I released from the jail. 15 years of imprisonment are behind me. It was the jail. The highest level of this. The prisoner had no rights, only duties. This jail called parenthood. At the beginning of my imprisonment, I thought, okay, I'm guilty, I admit it. I will take my punishment, and a few years next, I'll be the same, resilient, joyful guy. How naive. It was not easy to withstand the tortures of my guardian. All these endless amusement parks, circuses, cinemas, zoos, McDonald's seriously damaged my nervous system and left ugly scars. I cannot say that I did not think about escape plan. My first attempt was after 10 years of imprisonment. That day, I was on the walk. Every jail has a yard for walking. My guardian was busy with other guardians. I saw a beautiful red-haired woman sitting on the bench. I was flooded with memory of my freedom. I decided to get some fresh air and say hello, and one little compliment on her adorable yellow little shorts. I look around. There was no my guardian. What a coincidence! I stepped forward and opened the mouth to say, hello, charming lady. But that moment, I have had alarming siren. In reality, it was my guardian's saying, Dad, Dad, where are you going? I was seeking for you. I want to drink. Let's buy Coca-Cola. I closed my mouth, turned around and said, you are big enough to know the truth. I am not your biological father. That day, me and your not biological mother were walking by garbage can. Something moved into the can. I looked there. It was homeless baby wrapped in the sack. It was you, my dear stepson. So, don't call me Dad. Call me Uncle Yura. Especially in such crucial moment as it was. And touches, I said, what do you mean the same? I was good at school, and you study very, very badly. And I read the books, and you read nothing, and never. But I saw the pictures of my mom when she was pregnant. It was Photoshop. I should do it for legalizing your birth. By the way, I paid the bribe, $200 in the hospital, for making false document about your birth. So you big Jeep with polish car number. I came back together. But what a coincidence. It was a group of Ukrainian school children in the bus who were seeking for the next place for education. My guardian took the bait. And a few months later, after this trip, my imprisonment was over. Now, Toastmasters and guests. In closing, I would like to quote Vladimir Nabokov saying about coincidence. A certain man once lost a diamond cuff link in the wide blue sea. And 20 years after, on the exact day, a Friday apparently, he was eating a large fish. But there was no diamond inside. That is what I like about coincidence. Madam Chair.
So I came to one of them. No, bro, what's up? I wanted to be a programmer, you know? Programmer. Could you help me with that? Sure. You have to put enough efforts into it. Sorry, do you have any particular advice for me? Read a lot, practice a lot, work hard. So, do you have any particular next step for me? No? For me, from the side, it looked like I have to sell all my empathy to the devil in order to change it for intelligence. I haven't become a programmer, because bad programmer, bad mentor, bad result. But I continued to dig into it on my own. So finally I became an IT business analyst. Great job, competitive high salary, and what's good? My empathy is still with me. I like people, I like helping people. So I have one particular friend of mine who has great potential, but also wants a better life, but he's doing nothing towards it. Okay, you will help you. Come on, here is the roadmap of your professional development. Oh, thank you. give me a CV. I will rewrite it, take it. Wow, now it shines. Yes, of course, it's you working for you. And now it's your turn. Please send it to your future employer. No. Yes. No. Yes. So I even send his resume on his behalf to a bunch of employers. We haven't spoken with him for a month afterwards. And lesson learned, lazy mentee, no result. But my story has also positive experience. Once, unknown guy, Anton Toker, met me on IT forum and asked for one particular piece of advice. I answered. He was eager to ask even more and more and more. I answered as well, and we established regular communication with him. And he started bombarding me with all additional questions over and over again. And just a few months, he got his first IT job. Woohoo! And I got my knowledge well structured. And on top of that, he invited me to one strange club, something Toastmasters. Seems you haven't heard about it at all. Oh, sorry. What this third last case proves to me, that the recipe for an ideal mentorship is a self-motivated mentee plus matured mentor who indeed wants to help. And in such case, this mentorship will be both sufficient. Thank you all.
Again, 1 minute of silence. And friendly time is waiting for your signal.
Now meeting dedicated of humor, right? Different people have different sense humor. Yes. Now I will show you this difference.
Thank you, you showed it.
Maybe. I don't understand you tell me. Firstly, I tell you my anecdote. It's very, very old anecdote. One man from the theater, he went dressing room and left his coat put as not pocket pocket not right. I'm professional boxer. Try to take. When he back dressing room after show, he is not his coat is stolen. His coat is not stolen, but he found note in table, another note. I am professional runner. Try to catch me. Okay? I promise you help me. I only volunteer. Please. Please. I promise you ask me my anecdote. I will show you different, okay? I mean which out humor. You ask me my anecdote. Man is the theater. I ask, I tell him.
We should create some story.
Yes, maybe.
Open door.
No. One man come the theater. You mean tell my anecdote.
I will continue your anecdote. Yeah?
My anecdote.
Repeat.
Repeat. Repeat. Please, time. Repeat.
One man go to theater. Yeah.
My anecdote. Repeat. Who listen my anecdote?
Try again the story.
This anecdote.
He. Okay, please, Maria.
Okay,
Okay.
I will.
Sit down, please. My friend, it's time. Team.
I don't have it in my bag.
Time.
Find your anecdote. Sorry. One man comes to the theater. He went to the dressing room and left there his coat. And he put a note in his pocket in which he
It's
wrote.
very interesting. Thank you. Now I will show anecdote listen will man pedant. Okay? Okay.
One man comes to the
How name is man? Maybe.
Вася Пупкин.
Вася Пупкин, okay.
Вася Пупкин comes to the theater.
What is name theater?
Тарас Шевченко.
Okay. Tara Pupkin
Can go to the theater. Тарас Шевченко.
Sorry, what is the name show this theater?
Stand up.
It's not true. Shevchenko not stand up.
Ballerina.
No stand up, please. So this now. Thank you.
And now we are having potential please by having 2 minutes of silence. Excuse me, 2 minutes of silence for the judges for their final knowledge. And now everyone has such a pink sheet of paper. And now we are completing the people's choice. So everyone is choosing the speaker you like the most. And now I'm going to remind you the names of the speakers. And I kindly ask speakers to stand up and to show up. The first one was Elena Palis. Elena Palis, please stand up. It was the first speaker. The second one was Jane Savchuk. Jane, where are you? Yes, we are choosing the people's choice. That was the second speaker. The third one was Sergei Selivon with his friend Dan. The fourth one, Anna Zabuga with manipulation. The fifth one was Yulia Demchik. Love is blind. Yulia, please stand up. The next one, Yuri Stitsenko. What a coincidence. Then Yuria Panasenko, ideal mentorship. Yura, where have you disappeared? Yura?
Thank you.
You are not here. And the last but not the least, it was Sergei Savchenko Opera. Please put the name, write the name here. Who doesn't have a pen, I can share it with you. But
Where's my paper?
give it back to me. Who needs a pen? Please raise a
I need a paper.
Without a pen. You need a pen?
A paper, not a...
Sorry.
Thank you.
And give it to you.
She wanted the paper.
Do you need a pen?
No, I don't need.
No more than 30 seconds. And please, contestants, pay attention to our timers. Yula is sitting right in front of you, and then Genio with his mobile phone, which shows which is safe the color of the card. Again, green card, it means that you are speaking for 1 minute. Yellow card, that means that you are speaking for 1 minute and a half, and just want you think to conclude. And the last card, the red book or the red mobile phone, that means that 2 minutes are last, and you need to conclude as soon as possible, not to be disqualified, because on 2 minutes and 30 seconds, after 2 minutes 30 seconds, there will be disqualification, and timers wouldn't show you that the time is over. And of course, the speakers would be addressed the same question in the same order, like the name, the question, the name. And I would like to see our chief judge. Miroslav, where are you? There are so many people here. Okay. Our chief judge is busy, and I would show
him.
No, him, but sorry. After that, I would like to remind you that all the speakers of the contestants have been briefed, and they are reminded of those rules, and I hope there wouldn't be disqualifications. And the contest is due to start. I would like to tell for the judges the order of the contestants. Please pay attention to what I'm saying right now. The first contestant is Dmitro Bokrovsky. The second one, Alexander Kovalenko. The third, Anna Zabuda. Fourth contestant, Polina Karavach. Fifth contestant, Yulia Zabolotna. Sixth contestant, Yulia Prihodko, number 6. Number 7, Zoya Bulko. Number 8, Vera Oleneva. Number 9, Nina Karnokova. And number 10, Natalia Chalana. Now we are ready to begin our contest. And I would like to ask our sergeant at arms and all the contestants except the first one, except Dmitro Bogdanovsky, to leave the room with the sergeant at arms, and Dmitro Bogdanovsky will stay. And all the contestants.
Sorry, who is Sergeant at Arms?
Sergeant at Arms is Yuri Karabach. And you will be called in the same order. Sergeant at Arms. And now when there are no contestants except the first one, are you actually ready for the question? Yeah! The question is really tricky. Dmitro isn't ready, but you should. And Dmitro Bogdanovsky, while you two go to the tall buildings, put money telescopes if they can see the things underground in close up?
Okay.
Why do tourists go to the top of tall buildings and then put money in telescopes when they can see things on the ground in close up?
Hello guys, my name is Dmitry, and how you hear, my English is great and strong. Maybe I have some problem with pronunciation, but I think it will be a little cherry on the big cake of my speech. And now I start. The question was why the tourists go to the biggest building and put their money to the telescope, yes? I know why. Because they all are spies. They came to our country to
Why do people go to the top of the tall buildings and put money in telescope if they can see the same things when they are underground in close up? Why do people go to the top of tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see the same things when they are on the ground in close up? Julia Zabolotna.
When I was a little kid, I was sure that I was afraid of many things. Darkness is one of them, and of course the fear of height was my top one. And I knew that if I take my mom by hand, I will feel more relaxed and I will enjoy any walk we would have with her. I felt that my mom was older and wiser and stronger, and I trusted in her. And then I grew up, and I realized that I can go to the top of a building without my mom, and I can be relatively not afraid. And then once I invited her to accompany me to go to the top of the building here in Kiev, and it seemed like nothing much to me, but not to my mom. I took her by hand and we went into a shopping mall where you can see this transparent elevator. And it was the first time I got to know that she is in fact extremely afraid of heights. And I realized that even being an adult, you can be afraid of this thing. And I didn't know how to convince her to step into the elevator and go up and see how beautiful it is around there. And then I decided to go by this elevator by myself, and I let her just go by this escalator first. So she did it, she overcame her fear, and when she stepped onto the top floor, she realized why I wanted her to go there that much. She said that it's unbelievable how she could spend around 20 years of her life not seeing the beauty around her. And she said that one of the main lessons she learned is that the support of a person next to you is of extreme importance. So from that time on, she decided to go to the top of the building, no matter how afraid she was, because there she could feel more in control, more powerful, and more appreciative about the beauty around her. So this is your reason to go on top.
Another 1 minute of silence. The next speaker is Julia Zabolotna. Question number 6. Why do people go to the top of the tall buildings and put money into telescopes if they can see things when they are on the ground close up? Why do people go to the top of the tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see things when they are on the ground close up?
Oh, what an interesting question. You know, I think if people are on the top of the building, there is nothing good at all for the first spot. If I hear this, the word top of the building and the word people, so it seems like we need to call the police. But if we are talking about the telescope, so I believe that they want to explore this world closer, deeper, to understand this, to reach higher to the stars, to reach higher to the things they'd like to get. So it's something about teaching for me, I think. It's not like the logic. It's if you want to get higher, to get better results, you need to go to the top of the building and not jump, but to try to fly at least in your mind. With telescope or with no telescope, it doesn't matter. So if we are talking about exploring the world, so it can be anything. You can explore it with a telescope, you can explore it somewhere in the forest, in the ground, explore bugs, explore, I don't know, computers, explore anything. You can teach people and you will feel like you are watching the telescope and see that people closer and understand them better. So as a partially teacher, you know, like I'm a Superman, like a superhero, so in the daytime I'm usually a manager, but on the weekends I'm here a teacher. So if my students ask me why do we need to wear the telescope if we can watch everything from the ground, I will say because you need to get the things, to get know the things more detailed. For this you need to dig down to get explore this on the basic level, or to watch the sky and get as more knowledge as you can. So I think it's partially the answer to the question. And the second part is, like I believe that one day we will also wear the telescope and each of you will find something for you, not only deep in the ground but in the sky. Thanks.
And we are having again 1 minute of silence. And here is me, and our next speaker contestant is Bukva. Please welcome here. And Bukva. Why do people go to the top of the tall buildings and put money in telescope if they can see things when they are on the ground and close up? Why do people go on the top of tall buildings and put money into telescope if they can see things on the ground and close up?
I remember my first visit to Paris. Eiffel Tower, very tall. My husband and me and 7 of my students were trying to climb on the top. Of course, we could see Paris before that, from the bus, walking around. It's a beautiful city. Those who were there can remember. But somehow every student of mine was trying to be the first. This is our inner desire to be on top, to look from the top. And I was the last because I was much slower than them.
We again need to be silent for 1 minute until I call their owner, please. Minute is over, and I invite you. So, why do people go to the top of tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see things when they are on the ground and close up? Why do people go to the top of tall buildings and put their money into telescopes if they can see things on the ground and close up? They are
Why? Why do we do that? Because each and everyone here in this audience have tried it at least once in their life. I made it too. And I could possibly see all the things closely, but I have never did that. And I went to the top and tried to see that. And I found a reason, because each of us felt this need, this desire to go upstairs to see everything. But wait a minute, why do we need that? Why do we need to go? The answer is quite simple. This is why we actually ask for advice, go to a psychologist or just to a friend and ask them how they see us. Because while we are looking at the things when they're close, we don't see the whole picture. We don't see the whole problem when we're looking like this at our computer, but we can see it when we go back home and ask our husband or our wife, what should I do with that? And he can advise us, he can tell us the whole picture. That's why we go upstairs. We see the whole picture, we understand and realize how can we cope with that, how can we see that. And which is more important, we can see the whole beauty. Because if looking close to something, you just don't see the everything. You don't see the heart of the city, for example, if we are talking about the view. We didn't see the reason, the small reason of the problem, if we are talking about some issue. So yes, I definitely advise you to go upstairs, whenever it's a building, whenever it's a job, whenever it's a home, a house, go down and see. And you will see the whole picture and you will know surely what to do. Thank you.
1 minute of silence.
Ще раз будуть нагадувати про
It's time for our ninth contestant. Contestant number 9, Inna Karnauko. Okay, Inna Karnauko. Why do people go to the top of tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see things when they are on the ground in close up? Why do people go to the top of the tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see things on the ground in close up? Inna Karnauko.
When I finished my education, and I was on the last year of my higher education in particular, I was so stunned with this achievement that I thought that nothing could surpass that. But it was a failure. I was afraid that nothing more grand and nothing more impressive would happen to me. And then I spoke to my friend. My friend was quite a bloody joker. She could actually accept any kind of offer that I would bring to her. And we decided to jump with a parachute. Of course, what would be better than making that? We came to the airfield and started preparing. 4 hours in the heat, and we wanted to kill everybody there. We wanted to make sure that we would actually go through this training. But the wind was too high, and the wind was too fast, and we couldn't do it that way. So we were asked to wait a little bit. We waited and waited and waited, and only 2 weeks later, we actually came and experienced the life-changing thing. When I was 3,000 meters high in the sky, I prayed. It was the only chance for me to say a prayer with such heart, with such feelings, and to see things from another perspective. I would never forget that. I don't need no telescope. I don't need no money. I need only a friend to share my dream, and only one chance to say a prayer to God from the heart.
1 minute of silence. I'll take a 10-meter visual step. 2 minutes of silence. I'll remind you. The minute is over, and please let our consider. Contestant number 10. Why do people go to the top of tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see things on the ground in close up? Why do people go to the top of tall buildings and put their money into telescope if they can see things on the ground in close up?
Why do people go up and put their money to telescope when they can see from the down? Okay, what I would say that people can see anything, and the stars as well, even with their eyes closed. It's all of your imagination. If you can imagine this kite in the city, never saw it, how beautiful the sky in night, so you can see it even with your eyes closed. The same with the horizon. You can imagine anything you can, even if there are a lot of buildings around you. But sometimes people are so quiet in their minds, so they need to go up and pay the money to see something very, very wide and around them, because they cannot see even something which is close to their nose. Because their imagination is so narrow, and their pockets are full of money. That's why they go and pay. And I encourage all of you to be open-minded, see around, try to close your eyes and imagine the sky full of stars. Imagine the hills, imagine the trees and forests, imagine the perfect mountains and deep seas. And in that case you will no need to pay any money and go up the high buildings to see the beauty of the nature and of the cities.
Thank you very much. And now we're having 2 minutes of silence for the judges. And every one of you sees such a pink piece of paper. Who needs it? I'll give it to you. And I'll remind you the order of our speakers. And we're having here the people's choice. Please vote for the best one. So the first one was Dmitro Bogdanovsky. Dima, please stand up. The second one, there was Alexander Kovalenko. Please show yourself, Alexander, where are you? I don't see him. The third one was Anna Zabuga, she is ready to show up. The fourth one, Polina Karabach. Polina is... Then the next one, there was Yulia Zabolotna. Then Yulia Prikhotko is over there. Questions about the same question about telescope. Are there any brave people here who would like to say why do people go to the top of the buildings if they can see the thing when they are on the ground?
They cannot imagine putting coins in the telescope on theirs.
And reply, please.
Okay, I will take your cameraman, don't worry.
No?
No?
Please, welcome.
Yeah.
And you are really bright person, I must say.
About telescope and
the same question.
Okay, I think the reason was very simple. Simply, in usual life there are no telescopes. No telescopes in home, no telescopes in the universities, at facts, at shops. But on this high building, the one is stone. It can be reached using lift or by easy ways. Very simple. So we are going for telescope. The majority of them cannot imagine telescope, even sometimes. And it is very difficult for them to imagine that the telescope is something in which she puts very, very small coins. To put them here, not one coin, one more, and took these coins. But usually this happens in day, because at night somebody can think and guess. She can look at the sky. And we have one more question. I have one more question, Mr. Prophet. Usually people are not involved in mountain sports. But I don't know. Maybe the people's people, they think in this case, are alpinists. It is very natural for them course from the students their tools to some high places and they go to these places and simply mark their results by putting coins on this place. They are alpinists, they were going by using their tools and marked their results. Thank you.
Hand.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a great person. Are there any people who are as brave as Alexander? You are brave. Please welcome here. Yes. Hello. I sit here and think what I can answer this question, and I made up into my mind some reason why people can pay coin to see in the telescope. Firstly, it can be such reason like in your childhood you dream to be scientifics, yes? And if you go to the top, you can imagine that you are very famous scientists who see in the telescope and make some new opening in the world of scientists. Second reason, everybody can see that you are a very rich person, that you can pay some coins to see in the telescope. For example, for men, it can be reason to meet some girls, and you say, hey, hello, I can pay for a telescope. It's the third reason. Fourth reason is to make photo on Instagram. I think it's very a popular place to make photo with telescope. And maybe fifth reason is to make something new in your life, and that's why you can pay your coin into the telescope. That's all. Thank you very much, Marina, and I thinking on buying the telescope and order the place for some top building, because yes, it's becoming more popular. I'm not sure, but still,
Да, смотрю, потом размещаю на YouTube.
Anyone who wants still to reply this question? So this wasn't for rain calling you here to take what you want.
So I also was sitting and wondering why people do this. And first of all, I haven't done that in my life because I work hard for my money and cherish them a lot to put there in some machine. As for the height, I can understand that because every one of us wants to have a beautiful apartment, for example, to wake up and have a nice look at the beautiful nature, beautiful city. Everyone is choosing whatever he wants. But as for the Microsoft, I remember also the scene from the Friends when they had a big neighbor and they wanted to look at him and see what he's doing. So I think that people pay money just because human interest, because people want to see something new from another perspective that they don't usually see from above, from the ground, from the maybe they just want to raise their head up, they just want to look down. So I think that's it.
I send my case and the email as to the contestants of our today's table topic contest, and now it's answering the question of the contest. And if there are no people who would like to reply the same, actually, I have other questions prepared.
I prefer this one.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Alexei.
Nice to meet
husband and it's interesting question for me. I listen to all speakers and I find three reasons why people spend money to see the telescope. The first one, they want to be and looks richer than other one because they have money and can spend this. But the second reason is that they would like to be cooler than other one. I own this telescope for 2 minutes, and they took this telescope and use it by oneself. And third reason, they want save in their mind coolest picture, which can be taken by photo, which can be see when he or her next to the building or other place, and minds it as a cool picture, cool imagination, cool moment in her or his life.
Now, if no one wants to share their thoughts on this question, I'm moving to the next one. And this question concerns the table topic session itself. And I address it to those who took, for at least one, part in table topic sessions, especially to those who took part in the table topics contest. And the question is really common and it is really close to me as for the Toastmaster who took part in a bunch of table topic sessions. Did you have such a feeling after you said something for 2 minutes, or were talking for 2 minutes, and sat down on your place that, oh God, I could have told that, I could have used that word, I could have told this and that, and I haven't do that. And how to avoid this situation? Probably someone wants to reply this question. No one? That's why I want to call blood. You are the only one, the only blood in these premises. Please come here. And I guess I need to repeat the question.
No, I'm
right?
fine. I can do different stuff simultaneously. So answering your question, the human nature that most of us are perfectionists. Saying something that you've forgotten already, right? And you want to say it more. But generally speaking, if you are someone who's not so much taking care of what you said already, and you're taking everything easy, you just don't care about something that you haven't said. Because life is short, and basically when you are staying here on the stage, you have only 2 minutes, and you need to give an answer to the question and deliver your speech so it should be sophisticated, interesting, funny, and like a lot of stuff. So my question to you, what message do you want to send to the audience in order to engage, to motivate, to share, or whatever you want, right? So I believe that when you are staying on the stage and giving an answer to the question, you need to think fast and share the best experience you had or the ideas you have at the moment. Probably in a couple of days or even in a couple of minutes, your thinking will be changed. But at the time, at the momentum of when you are on the stage, when you are concentrated, you deliver a speech and you are fine with the idea that you share. If you are not fine, then you belong to the first group, you are a perfectionist. If you are not fine, or if you are fine, it depends on you. And I wish you all to deliver the positive messages, to be realistic, and just to have fun everything that you do. Thank you.
And I see that we already have the ballots. we already have our
Winners!
Everything's not so easy. Despite life is short, we have to, and before we create our winners, I would like to see each contestant here again on the stage. And I would like to call here the first contestant of our... Yes, thank you very much for all the certificates in the same order as they were here. So, I'm starting with Elena Halil. While I'm looking for your certificate, okay, we'll pass you the certificate later.
Well prepared.
Yes, we'll have a short interview with you.
Okay.
And please tell me, you were talking about becoming a big boss. And have you changed your attention, yes, how you...
Okay, yes. Actually, thanking to Toastmaster, I realized that I really don't want to be a director. I gained some cool experience. I met lots of nice people, practiced my soft skills. And actually, I wasn't joking. I took area directorship not because of traveling, but because of learning. What I learned, which is important for me, is the best is to have your team. And in Toastmaster, I have my team, and some of them are really good friends, not only teammates for doing some important stuff for Toastmaster. So yes, I'm really happy with this experience, and yes, I look from this point from different perspective, and I think it's important not to be a big boss, but to be a good person, and that's all.
Thank you very much. So you made a conclusion that people are much more important than only one person. So the second speaker was James of Chu. Where you only have your certificate and pass it to you later. Are there some women's treats? Yes, and which you adore. Adore? The women's likes. Which you like, not dislike.
I like women. I like women so much, really. But I have a little problems with them because the lady, the woman is creative, very light and funny. But all of them is not tragedy, but I like them a lot. Not them, I like us a lot because I'm also a woman, so I like. Oh.
I can give you a certificate.
Like a feminist. Oh no! Yes, this is your certificate because you like us.
I'm not feminist. You complete. Thank you very much. The third speaker was Sergei Selivon. Are there any situations, or is there any situation when you are not afraid of something your friend Dan will do?
My friend Dan is a good boy. He helped me many times with study, with lectures. In these cases, I was not afraid.
Okay, you are really a brave person, and thank you very much. The fourth speaker was Anna Zabrina.
I would be happy to answer this question. I don't know. A lot, I think. Because we all manipulate always. We even don't know at the time that we're doing it, but we do it all, I think.
And this is your manipulation certificate.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm waiting for you here. Julia Derch. What are your anticipations about the second year of the living in couple with your husband?
The past year was the same as this room. It was really hot. I hope that this fire in us will not just calm down, and we'll still see this flash in our eyes, and I hope we'll still continue education, and maybe in the future we'll feel different changes, which I would like to say the third question as well. When are you planning to have children? Maybe that will give a little bit more fire than before. So I expect that. But not for the second year, maybe not.
I wish you success even in 75 years.